On this day in 1653, New Amsterdam, now New York City, was incorporated. Unlock the pages of history with On This Day, daily doses of captivating events from the past. Hit subscribe and join the journey through time. New Amsterdam, a Dutch settlement located on the southern tip of Manhattan Island, was officially incorporated as a city. The incorporation marked a significant moment in the history of the settlement, which had been established by the Dutch West India Company in the early 17th century. As New Amsterdam evolved into a bustling trading post and colonial hub, its incorporation laid the groundwork for the city's growth and development. This event eventually paved the way for the British takeover in 1664, when the English seized control and renamed it New York in honor of the Duke of York, marking a pivotal transition in the city's colonial history. On this day, in 1848, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was signed, formally concluding the Mexican-American War. Negotiated in the city of Guadalupe Hidalgo near Mexico City, the treaty marked the end of hostilities between the United States and Mexico. The agreement recognized the annexation of Texas by the United States and established the Rio Grande as the southern border of Texas. Additionally, the treaty ceded a vast territory comprising present-day California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of Colorado, Wyoming, Kansas, and Oklahoma to the United States. In return, the U.S. agreed to pay Mexico $15 million as compensation for the territory acquired. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo significantly reshaped the geopolitical landscape of North America and remains a crucial document in American history. On this day, in 1943, the final Battle of Stalingrad reached its dramatic conclusion, signifying a pivotal moment in World War II. Lasting for nearly 6 months, the Battle of Stalingrad was characterized by brutal urban warfare between the German Wehrmacht and the Soviet Red Army, both vying for control of the strategically important city on the Volga River. The bitterly cold winter, staunch Soviet resistance, and a successful Red Army counteroffensive led to the encirclement and ultimate surrender of the German Sixth Army, commanded by General Friedrich Paulus. The surrender of Stalingrad marked a critical turning point in the war, shifting momentum in favor of the Allies and foreshadowing the eventual downfall of the Nazi regime. The significance of this day resonates in history as a testament to the resilience of the Soviet forces and the beginning of a series of successful Soviet offensives on the Eastern Front. On this day, in 1971, Idi Amin declared himself president of Uganda, following a military coup that ousted President Milton Obote. Amin, the commander of the Ugandan army at the time, seized power while Obote was attending a Commonwealth summit in Singapore. Amin's ascent marked the beginning of a tumultuous and oppressive era in Ugandan history. His regime was characterized by authoritarian rule, human rights abuses, and widespread political repression. Amin's declaration as president set the stage for a brutal period in Uganda, during which his unpredictable and despotic leadership would have severe consequences for the nation's stability and its citizens. On this day, in 1887, the tradition of Groundhog Day had its inaugural celebration in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. The concept involves the prediction of the weather for the remainder of winter based on whether or not a groundhog sees its shadow. The first official Groundhog Day event was organized by the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club, and Punxsutawney Phil, the famous groundhog, emerged to make his weather forecast. If Phil sees his shadow, it is believed that there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If not, an early spring is expected. The event has since become an annual tradition and a cultural phenomenon, drawing national and international attention to Punxsutawney every February 2nd. Thanks for journeying through history with us on This Day. If you enjoyed the ride, hit subscribe and join us again tomorrow for more fascinating moments. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.